The White House stands as a symbol of American power. It has seen moments of triumph and tragedy. Today, it is a stage for a different kind of drama. A diplomatic duel is set to unfold, one that could reshape the relationship between two neighboring nations. On one side, President Donald Trump, the unpredictable and often abrasive leader of the United States. On the other, Prime Minister Mark Carney, the newly elected and resolute defender of Canadian sovereignty. Their meeting comes at a time of unprecedented strain between the two countries. The long-standing friendship, built on shared values and mutual respect, has been tested in recent years. Trade disputes, border tensions, and inflammatory rhetoric have eroded the bonds that once seemed unbreakable. The world watches, holding its breath, as these two powerful figures prepare to meet. This is not just a meeting, it's a high-stakes gamble, a roll of the dice that could determine the fate of US-Canada relations for generations to come.
Lockdown.
The current crisis can be traced back to a series of pronouncements from President Trump. He has repeatedly questioned the value of the US-Canada relationship. He has imposed tariffs on Canadian goods. Most shockingly, he has even mused about annexing Canada outright, adding it as the 51st state of the Union. These comments, initially dismissed as bluster, have sent shockwaves through Canada. They have awakened old anxieties about living next to a much larger and more powerful neighbor. The idea of annexation, once unthinkable, now seems to be within the realm of possibility in the Trump era. Trump's supporters argue that his comments are meant to be provocative. They claim that he is simply trying to get a better deal for the United States. But for many Canadians, his words cut too close to the bone. They are a reminder of the power imbalance that has always defined the relationship between the two countries. The annexation remarks have also raised eyebrows internationally. Allies are watching with concern. Adversaries are watching with glee. The global order, already fragile, is further destabilized by the prospect of a conflict between two of the world's leading democracies. Into this maelstrom steps Mark Carney. A former economist with a reputation for calm under pressure, Carney was elected Prime Minister of Canada on a wave of anti-Trump sentiment. His campaign tapped into a deep well of national pride. He promised to stand up to the bully to the south. Carney's victory was a clear rebuke to Trump and his policies. It showed that Canadians are not willing to be bullied or intimidated. It also signaled a shift in Canadian politics, away from the conciliatory approach of the past and towards a more assertive stance on the world stage. Since taking office, Carney has been measured but firm in his dealings with the Trump administration. He has defended Canada's interests. He has condemned Trump's rhetoric. He has made it clear that Canada will not be treated as a junior partner in the relationship. Carney's stance has earned him praise at home and abroad. He is seen as a strong and principled leader. He's willing to stand up for what he believes in. His election has given hope to those who fear that Trump's brand of nationalism is on the rise around the world. The meeting between Trump and Carney is shrouded in secrecy. The official agenda remains tightly under wraps. However, sources suggest that a number of critical issues are on the table. Trade, border security, and the future of the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, are all likely to be discussed. Looming over it all is the specter of Trump's annexation comments. It is difficult to imagine any meaningful progress being made on other issues unless this fundamental question of sovereignty is addressed. The stakes could not be higher. For Canada, the meeting is a chance to reassert its independence and secure its economic future. For the United States, it is an opportunity to repair relations with a key ally and prevent further damage to its global reputation. The world is watching closely, eager for any sign of a thaw in the icy relations between these two neighbors. The outcome of this meeting could have far-reaching consequences for global trade, security, and diplomacy. Experts are divided on what to expect from the Trump-Carney meeting. Some believe that it could be a turning point for the better, an opportunity for the two leaders to clear the air and find common ground. They point to the fact that both countries have a strong interest in maintaining close economic and security ties. Others are more pessimistic. They argue that the damage done by Trump's rhetoric may be irreparable. They fear that the meeting could devolve into a shouting match, further escalating tensions between the two countries. One thing is certain, the meeting will be a test of both leaders' skills as negotiators and diplomats. Trump will need to tone down his rhetoric and demonstrate a willingness to compromise. Carney will need to stand his ground while also keeping the door open to dialogue. The world holds its breath, hoping for a breakthrough but bracing for the worst. The Trump-Carney meeting is more than just a bilateral affair. It is a microcosm of the challenges facing the global order in the 21st century. The rise of nationalism, the erosion of trust between nations, the temptation to resort to unilateral action. These are all forces that threaten to unravel the international system that has kept the peace for decades. The world is watching this meeting with a mixture of anxiety and hope. Anxiety because the stakes are so high. Hope because, despite it all, the United States and Canada share a long history of friendship and cooperation. As the two leaders prepare to meet, the world waits with bated breath. Will this be a moment of reconciliation, or a further descent into acrimony? The answer to that question may well determine the course of US-Canada relations for years to come.